Let's do it. So yeah, someone asked for a bunch of Ali matches, and I'm doing everything in alphabetical order. I got through AJ Lee, through Aliyah, through Alexa, and now it's time for Ali. So
the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Billie Kay.
Like you can hear, he said Sydney, and this is how you pronounce it, and this is how you pronounce Y in Ukrainian names. So it's Kyiv, not Kiev. With Y in Kyiv, pronounced same way as Y in Sydney, the first Y. Just saying. So yeah, when people do requests, and there's a request with Billie Kay or Alicia Fox, I'm doing that first. And this is the dated attire for Mustafa Ali. Mighty is Ali Ababa.
And from Chicago, Illinois, Mustafa Ali.
It's very curious how some American cities are pronounced. They have very different dialects and accents. Like, we would say Chicago, but they say Chicago. And the S in Illinois isn't pronounced. There's a similar thing that they say Nevada, not Nevada. I think it's really cool to like pronounce things correctly like locals do. So please respect local self-names. You don't call Iran Persia, okay? So the same rule should apply to other countries. But for some reason people who are okay with calling Persia Iran, because it is Iran, Persia is a name given to them by Greeks. They're not okay with calling Ukrainian names their Ukrainian names, so they prefer Russian names for some reason. Okay, we're going to the top, diving, and Billie Kay dodges it. She doesn't let her ruffle her feathers yet. Yeah, go away! Stop touching the hair! Just done it! I'm really bad at impersonating her voice, so whatever. Oh no, this is amazing. Super sequence. So I liked how the counters and dodges worked. Irish whip, over the top rope, countered, elbow while dodging a punch, jumped down to avoid his attack, but got squashed by a crossbody, yet dodged his senton. This is kind of sequences I want to see. This kind of stuff you can see in Ali's match, and I'm really glad to have his moveset edited, because that allows for sequences like that to go. His default moveset in the game is actually not bad. It's horrible in previous games, but in this game they fixed it. They gave him the signature from the rope, from the apron, so he actually does go there. My kid is yelling, don't mind him. I just fed you, Mr. Thomas. And iconic. So, for example, there's a city in Ukraine on the river Dnipro. Russians call it Dnieper. And it was called Boristan in Greek. Of course, nobody uses the Greek name anymore. But some people think that using the Russian name is correct for some reason. So they call the city, take a deep breath, Dnipropetrovsk. That's how it was officially called. Dnipropetrovsk. Literally nobody called it that, ever. Locals called it Dnieper, like the river. Or Dnipro in Ukrainian. So, match rules. Whew, it's until 20, so no worries. And why would you want to say an unpronounceable Russian name that nobody used like ever, instead of just saying Dnipro? No fucking idea. But some people are difficult like that. They insist saying Kiev, despite the city not being named Kiev even in Russian. Like in Russian, there's a law language that makes unstressed vowels do a different sound. So the letter E, when it's not in stress, it's not pronounced as E, it's pronounced as E. So the city that's written as Kiev was actually pronounced Kyiv in Russian. The only difference between Russian and Ukrainian pronunciation. Again, another amazing sequence. Was that in Russian they use the soft E, and in Ukraine they use the hard E. We still use it. So the difference between pronouncing the capital of Ukraine in Russian and Ukrainian is it's Kyiv in Russian and Kyiv in Ukrainian. The Y with two dots, people is confused. It's the same French Y that you got to have in like the word the naive. So it shouldn't be complicated for Westerners either or either. But people insist on reading absolutely mispronouncing and butchering the city name. Because, well, you can say Sydney instead of Sydney. So why can't you say Kyiv instead of Kiev? So yeah, this is just a rant because I forgot to turn on commentary and I have to talk to avoid the dreaded silent air. Oh, nice shoes. This is not a costume they made for Billie. I forgot where I got it, but come on, it absolutely fits her. Much more than her default gear. I miss Jessie. She was so funny. Yeah! You gotta be joking me! She's yelling, high-pitched voice. Pushing her butt. She's throwing a tantrum. Also, I love her slightly wooden moves. Like the way she does that fist drop. It's so unique, nobody else does exactly the same. And they even captured her elbow drop. Like, I think this is it? Yeah. Body slam and look. She's like a tiny wooden soldier. What? Reminds me of like Pajak in Tekken. Forgot what second. Yeah, now I remember. I gave her yeah, your face. And strong attack by Billie. Counter DDT. Tries to pin, but too close to the ropes. Too close for his own comfort. And a kick sends Ali down on the ground. Billie's going for it. Scoop brainbuster. also known as Northern Lights Bomb. Boyfriend Stealer! And Ali kicks out of Jessie McKay's unrelentless assault. Keeps the punishment going. Snooker into corner. Lifting up. Yeah! Come on! Give me a partner! Did you read my resume? Did you read my resume, ref? This is a unique SmackDown rep that didn't work until like 15 patches in. Seriously? I think that's the first time I'm actually playing with him. I usually don't select ref, I have set at random. Toss. Iconic inspiration. He stopped paralyzed at her demonstration. Like, I think it's one of the best gimmicks ever. Like, being like hot stuff, but also being like a complete comedy gimmick. This is like hilarious. Gory bomb. What's her default submission? I think it's 7 minutes and a half. She had the whole moveset built around being everyone's favorite girlfriend. That was her character. Yes, everyone's girlfriend. Like a light-headed teenage airhead, but of course later she got, well, older, mature. She changed the gimmick to femme fatale, but again, instead of being serious film noir femme fatale, she gets a modern day ridiculous comedy femme fatale, which is something that I absolutely adore. Oh, Prince Ali, Matisi Ali Ababwa. I'm not making fun of his name. He's Adil Alam. So I'm just doing a song of from Aladdin, my favorite cartoon of all time. I always wanted to have a pet tiger. Don't judge me. And I love the Carpet is the best character. My cat is like dead ringer for Abu. But I wanted Raja. But I can't get this big legally. Not in Ukraine, at least we do not own pet tigers. You do have tax deductions for Russian tanks. But army can actually confiscate it because they needed to, well, kill Russians. That's what the tanks are made for. So yeah, you can't have a pet tiger, but you can have a tank in your garage. Such is life here. Don't know about Australia laws. I wonder if any of them had a charity supporting Ukraine. Many wrestlers did. Like, basically everyone Irish in WWE. Shayna, Liv, Shinsuke, in addition to like the Irish guys Becky and Finn Balor, Seth Rollins. I probably forgot someone. Cena, of course. You can't expect John Cena to not do some charity stuff when it's like when everyone does it. Like, whatever you think about him, his charity stuff is very swell. He's one of the reasons they kept pushing him for so long is because he's the kind of guy that doesn't refuse these jobs. He always, like, all the Make-A-Wish stuff, everything. meeting children, writing motivational speeches, whatever. So yeah, he might be not that good of a boyfriend to Nikki, at least. He was. Maybe they just don't fit together, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a Rakia. So, but his current goal, I think they had a child, no? If he became a father? So the problem wasn't that Nikki wanted children, he did not. Just, you know, a lot of times when people say, yeah, we're separated because I want children, but she doesn't, or she wants children, but I don't. It's usually not that people don't want children at all. Those people, of course, exist. I'm saying that a lot of times it's that they just don't want children with this specific person. And just, oh, repeat of the first round. But this time he dodged her clothesline and sent Billie into the apron. The hardest part of the ring. Not the movie ring, just like the arena ring. Suplex. Carries her around. Breathless body of Jessie McKay. Tries to pin her. I leave it a slap. Keeps just torching poor Billie boy. I think as inspiration they kept the gimmick, but kind of they decided to be more hot stuff and less comedy draw. And I kinda like them less. I guess the boys like them more. But they're also kind of bitches. They effectively closed the I forgot what it was called. It was like sexy wrestling subreddit. We closed it for copyright stops because they kept posting like OnlyFans pictures outside of it. I mean, yeah, I understand intellectual property and whatnot, especially when it's a private creator, not a big company, but Jessie and Cassie? Who said Jessie and Kissy? Jessie and Cassie did it dirty. I forgot how it was called. Square circle. Jerk? No. WrestleFab? No. It was called. I forgot how it was called. Whatever. Missed. Shades of Kay. And Billie puts him into a bow and arrow lock. I'm drinking my tea. I need my throat to hold down because I plan to record a few more fights. Face buster. Surfboard stretch and slapping him into the ground. Feint into a DDT. it defeat. Down, faster! Come on! That was very slow count, Mr. Referee! What's your problem? Shades of K and... No, I didn't want that move. Whatever. Yeah, I sometimes keep repeating the same move several times. Let's do the boyfriend stealer as a finish. Boom! Count! 1, 2, 3, come on! Another win for my resume! Yeah! Goodbye everyone, thanks for watching this. I'm really glad that the roster in this game is outdated because even though we lost the Bella Twins and Alicia Fox, we still kept the Iconics in. And, well, Bellas and Alicia were in many games before. Iconics didn't enjoy as many games, and not with singles competitor teams or Titan rounds.
Here is your winner, Billie Kay!
So I'm glad we got one game with solo Billie and solo Peyton. Unfortunately, we don't have Impact game, and Impact doesn't allow the wrestlers to be licensed to other products. Otherwise, we could have had the two Iconics scanned for some indie game, but we did not. Some Impact wrestlers were, but then later the contract termination stuff appeared, and 7 minutes of heaven! Tappy time! Hey Ref! How do you like my resume? I loved that version of Billie, really, I did. But people wanted, I think Peyton Royce, Cassie Lee wanted a solo push, and I personally think that Billie was the one who deserved it more. I think she's just more talented as a solo performer, and so it didn't work out. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, I'll see you later, bye bye!